In California. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set 15, 1, 59. You better be afraid of me. Hustle, hustle. We got double up. Switch. 61. Match box lights. Lead grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
218, chop. 5.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returning, it's Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
On the ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Say. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll throw on 2nd down and stick. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trying to collect. Sponge. Go.
Staying open. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Shit.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback. And all. Like.
47's the mic. 47.
Hey, box drop. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop. Watch twist.
Look at me. Score. Ready.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He's got it to Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's just me and you. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Yeah.
47's the Mike. 47.
Hey, orbit.
Check pass. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Check go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Thomas, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey!
Motion. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back.
Stick back to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch out, watch out.
Protein spill.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Benjamin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Go.
47.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready to break.
Boy, 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
Go.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Go.
3rd down, they'll throw with stick. He's got a man open. That's Allen. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Alpha. Clear. Clear.
From the 36, stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey. Go. Smooth.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. So don't say nothing.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Stick from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go! Whip. Watch the whip. Get it.
A shotgun throw for Stick. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. 50, plant. Hey, seam 6.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Record. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch the slant. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Ready.
1st and 10, Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now stick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards. And the Saints first down.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Hey, high 7.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw on second down. Stick. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike, check, 59. Here I come. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got him. Switch.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down.
Ready,
First
set.
and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 47. Now. 6'6", pull it high.
47 to Mike, boy. 47.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Back.
Hit it.
Here's Stick on first and 10. It's Williams on the catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill.
Greystone travel.
Both sevens the mic, both sevens the mic. Come off the ball, horse. Hey, check.
Get it.
Here is Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Stick looks to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Eckler. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
47.
Hey!
You can't block me. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, exit.
Both sevens the mic. Both sevens.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And Kamara has it stripped. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Big grip.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
80 weapons.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch it, 61. Matchbox light.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Know your job. 47's the mic.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Completes it to Benjamin. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's checking. Crash.
Pilot, 64, weak.
47 Mike, 47. All day.
Ready?
They'll run for it with Eckler. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Allen's got it complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Hey, rock it, rock it.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Deep grip, deep grip.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike's 47.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Going on the ground with Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a cut to the sideline. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 58 yards. So that effort there gets them into field goal range, but a field goal does them no good here. They need a touchdown to win this ball game.
And that's exactly what the defensive coordinator is thinking right now. Yes, they gave up a big run. Now there's hope for the offense, but they still have to score a touchdown to beat them. He's going to dial up something right now to protect his goal line.
They come up in an offset eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, orbit.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Go.
47's the mic.
Come.
47. Go.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Mike Williams, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
2 yards. First down, Saints.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
down. 91.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw. And he finds Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Shoot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal, running with Kamara. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the home team here, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side, ready charge. Different vibe, is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops, uno no I could be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle.